The Gospel according to Matthew chapter 10. So now we've got our dozen, and Jesus gave them all the authority to heal and cast out unclean spirits. Okay, we'll do the names once, so we got them written. Peter von Simon and brother Andy, James and his brother John, Philip and Bartholomew, Tom and Matt, another James, Thaddaeus, Simon of Canaanite, with what Moses wanted all dead, and Judas, who Jesus would ask to betray him for the big event. Go to the lost sheep of Israel. Take no shoes, no metal money. Get yourself invited into somewhere. If no one in any given town takes you in, shake the dust off your feet to show your feelings. As in, you are hopeless and won't have a chance when judgment is passed out. Sodom and Gomorrah have a better chance. You will be, your disciples, like sheep visiting a pack of wolves. Be as cautious as a snake and smile like a dove. There are those who will arrest you and whip you in the dungeons of the synagogues. You will stand before kings and queens. Don't worry about what you'll say. The words will come. Brothers will turn in their brothers to be tortured and killed. A father his daughter. A child will rise against their parents. This sounds like the Catholic Inquisition, or any other paranoia terror from the controlling pillage and plunder force, amassing capital at any cost, Vatican. They'll hate you. Run away. I'll be there soon. Then he goes on like Moses a bit more, and Beelzebub is mentioned, a god with a bad name, Lord of the Flies. Anyhow, the secret will be made known. Take my message and make it heard. And the only point we shouldn't miss, the main thread is this now. What is it. Call it heaven or make it hell. We have the potential to be the gods and must learn to love the angel in us. If you publicly admit to being on my team, that is good. No, then not. Like Moses, or the writers of other stories to be sold to the slave class as God's word, this text tends to go from one extreme to the other, continually. Push it one side, then the other, trying to make a little room out of our two-dimensional perception of the universe around us. For this, ancient writing has their value. Writings. The ancient is so recent, and we are so much still simple and still wild primates. So don't be surprised when the character of Jesus goes from pleasant healer to the man with the sword. All hell will break loose. Now we get down to verse 39, and this might be thread material. He that loses his life for my sake shall gain it. Instead of my being Jesus, think of it as the you in you that knows instinctively, if you take time to notice, what you best do with your life. When it is iron flat, it can mean know what it is you want to do. And you in you, and not the image sold to you by whatever media is telling you what you want. Be God's messenger type thing. What you are, where you are the main line to God. It ain't really real, but sort of, like everything wasn't at one time, if even only for an instant.